Hello, boys and girls. Now, you might remember earlier today in that video when myself and all the seminarians were at Corpus Christi, and we saw Tommy coming out of the confessional. Now, you might be wondering, well, why do we need a confessional? What is this? What is that big word, reconciliation? What does that really mean? Well, boys and girls, it's really important to know what a confessional is and what reconciliation is, and also what sin is. Now, God gave us rules and told us to follow them. When we don't, it hurts our soul, which keeps us from being with God. In fact, boys and girls, these are sins. Sins are the things we do that make God sad. Let's face it, we're not perfect, I'm not perfect, and we all end up sinning. So we need to find a way to say that we're sorry for our sins. For this, we need to experience the sacrament of reconciliation. Now, for some of you boys and girls, you may have already experienced the sacrament. And for some of you others, you may not yet. But that's why it's so important now to know and really to explain what is the sacrament and what really happens. Now, what is on this table? I've got a wallboard here. I've got a nail here. And I've got a hammer here. Now, to understand sin in our souls, I'm going to use these three objects to demonstrate something. Think of this wallboard as our soul, and what it should look like when we go to heaven. See how smooth and perfect it is? It's just beautiful, beautiful. Think of this nail as a sin. Oh no. Boys and girls, when we sin, we hurt our beautiful soul. Our soul is no longer perfect. You see, now there's a hole in there. It's got an ugly sin in it. If we want to get to heaven to be with God, we need to find a way to get rid of our sin. That's where the sacrament of reconciliation comes in. Now, boys and girls, we have so many gifts from God, and reconciliation is a perfect example of a great gift from God. God gave us this gift so that we can be forgiven and make our souls beautiful again. To receive reconciliation, we go into the confessional to tell God all our sins and ask to be forgiven. Now, if you remember, that's just what Tommy did this morning. He went into the confessional and asked God for forgiveness from his sins. This helps heal our soul and makes us friends with God again. Now look at that! The nail's gone. Boys and girls, that's what reconciliation does. You know, when we sin, when we do maybe something we're not really supposed to, it kind of makes our beautiful soul, it kind of puts maybe a couple holes or not a couple good-looking things in there. But boys and girls, we have this awesome gift from God called reconciliation. And just like what this hammer did, it pulls it out and we're clean again. We're made beautiful again. So, did you hear me say earlier that confessional was where we ask God to forgive our sins? You sure did. This is why confessional is such an important part of a church. It's a place where we ask God to forgive us, and He does. Pretty cool, huh? Now, we have that awesome confessional right now at Corpus Christi Catholic Church, but in a couple months, you're going to see that in our new church, we're going to have a brand new, beautiful confessional where the same exact thing happens, where we go and we ask God for forgiveness, and God heals and cleans our soul again, and we are reconciled. So boys and girls, I want you all to never ever forget about this beautiful, beautiful gift we have received from God called reconciliation. And you know, maybe you can ask your parents sometime, and maybe you guys can talk as a family of maybe making an appointment with Monsignor or Father Feller, and maybe you guys can experience this wonderful and beautiful sacrament called reconciliation. Thank you very much.